Hello, welcome back. And of course, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Tracy, and in this video, I will be giving you some exercises that you could practice each day to learn how to use your clairs. So stay tuned. In my last couple of videos, I have been talking about the clairs, which are your inner senses, also known as clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, and claircognizance. And I've also discussed ways that you can just begin to develop your psychic abilities. It's very important to just slow your mind chatter and to quiet your mind so that you can then hear these inner senses. It's very important to trust yourself. So you will begin to gain more and more trust in yourself and your psychic abilities as you practice. So in order to learn how to truly connect with your clairs, you should have some type of practice that you do each day to kind of open up the line of communication. When working to develop your psychic abilities, or really any inner skills at all, the most important thing that you need to remember is to practice these skills each and every day. So whether you're meditating each and every day, as well as affirming to yourself that you can communicate with your higher self, it is also recommended that you do some type of exercise that can connect you with whatever clair that it is that you want to develop the most. So you can work with each and every one of the exercises that I'll be showing you guys in this video. But if you're kind of new to this, then I would only recommend working with one clair at a time. And so once you've practiced with one, then you can kind of move on to the next one. So, if you're a beginner, just don't overwhelm yourself with too much too soon, so to speak. All right, so now I'll be giving you an exercise that you can practice at home to develop better communication with each of the clairs. If you feel that you are the most connected with clairvoyance and you want to begin to develop that clair, then I would suggest doing some type of visualization exercise. But I also suggest, if you feel as though you may be clairvoyant, that you should definitely write down all of your dreams and begin to analyze the images that are presented to you in your nighttime dreams. And also be sure to take note of any images or daydreams that you have throughout your day. By images, I just mean very vivid images that maybe just pop into your mind for seemingly no reason at all. So just make note of those in a journal or something along those lines so that later you can go back to them and see if the image meant anything to you after time has gone by. But to practice visualization and to begin to connect with clairvoyance on a deeper level, then I would suggest doing this simple visualization practice each and every day. You just start this visualization practice by getting some type of image that is kind of simple. So choose an image, whether it's, digital on the computer, or if you print it off or have an actual photograph, just put that in front of you and then focus on that image for just like a couple of minutes. Just look at it and really take it all in. Once you have taken in the image, then you just want to close your eyes and take some deep cleansing breaths. And then with your eyes closed, begin to use your imagination to recreate the image that you were just focusing on. So once you have created the mental image of the image you were focusing on, then you just want to hold that image in your mind for as long as possible. When you find that your mind has wandered away, you can simply glance at the image once again, close your eyes, and recreate that mental image. The more that you practice creating these mental images, then the more vivid your imagination will become, and the more clear your mental images will be, so that you can then be more connected with clairvoyance. If you feel as though you are more connected to clairaudience, then I have an exercise to share with you to develop that inner hearing. So this exercise is kind of similar to automatic writing, but that's not quite what it is. But what you want to do is get a notebook and pen and sit down in a quiet place where you will not be disturbed. Take some deep cleansing breaths to kind of center yourself in your mind and silence your mind as well. And then you simply want to ask yourself, your higher self internally, what is it that I want, that I need to know right now? And then just begin to write whatever comes to you. Now, for this exercise, you might hear phrases, words, or sounds with your clairaudience sense. So just don't judge any of the messages that come through clairaudiently. Just simply write them down. Now, during this exercise, you may not necessarily hear anything audibly, but you may more experience this strong desire to write certain words or phrases. And then that desire comes through as you just begin writing whatever just comes through. So just practice this exercise each and every day, and then you'll begin to hear that little whisper inside that's always giving you little nudges to put you in the right direction. So this exercise will help you to build your clairaudience. If you are more connected with clairsentience and you just pick up on feelings of other people, then I have an exercise for you to practice each day to develop your clairsentience on a much deeper level. This exercise may require a partner. So you just want to get with a friend or some other individual and have them hand you an object that is in their possession that they use or have on them regularly. So this can be something like a pen, a watch, a ring, a necklace, a keychain, basically something that they have in their being on a more regular basis. So once you receive the item, you just want to hold the item in your hand, close your eyes, and then take some cleansing breaths. Once you've stilled your mind and just quieted your mind chatter, then just focus on your hand and any feeling that comes from the object that you're holding. Then you just want to make note of any particular feelings or emotions that might be attached to that object, and you just want to make note of those without any judgment whatsoever. When you're done with this exercise and holding onto the object and picking up on its energy and how it feels, then you just want to go over what you found with the other person who gave you the object. And they can tell you if your feelings are kind of like, if they're correct or not. And then the more you practice this, the more you will be able to pick up on the feeling of any person or object, therefore developing your clairsentience. And if you feel most connected with claircognizance, or that deep sense of knowing without knowing how you know, then I have an exercise for you. Now, with claircognizance, only time will tell you if your hunches were right on the money. So for this exercise, I would suggest that you preset an amount of time. So take like a week where you write, where you have a journal with you or a voice recorder app on your phone or something like that, where anytime that a thought or some idea or knowing pops into your mind and you have that sense of knowing that goes along with it, then you need to record it in your journal or, on the voice recorder. And then at the end of the week, you can kind of review these ideas that you had. And then as time goes on, you can begin to see, as you continually review all of these things that you've recorded, and you can kind of see if any of those little hints of knowing had led to any type of manifestation in your physical existence. So just continue to record any of these ideas that pop in your head or any knowings. And like I said, let time be the judge on if your hunches were correct. So if you practice that on a regular basis, then you're connecting more and more with the sense of claircognizance. If you have not yet watched my video called Understanding the Clairs, then I would suggest that you go back and watch that video if you want to know what it might feel like, or what it might, what the experience might be like to receive clair messages. So in that video, I go over each of the clairs, and I even give you my own experience, a story from my own experience with each of them. So that way it might give you a little idea of what it's like to receive messages from your inner senses. Well, that about wraps it up for this video. And be sure to utilize the timestamps I put down below if you ever want to revisit this video to, check out the different exercises for the different clairs. Also, if you like this video, be sure to give it a like. And of course, if you're a viewer but not yet a subscriber, I would love for you to click subscribe down below. And of course, if you're a subscriber, you can then click the bell and be notified each and every time that I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending your time with me. I love you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.